What is up, my fine friends? Welcome back to my channel. So today I filmed a full day afternoon of eating for you guys, and I want to go over a few things before I actually get into the food that I'm eating and why I portion things out the way I did. So I'm going to go over some macronutrients with you guys, and I'm going to explain what they are and how they help your body and how to calculate them. So macronutrients are carbs, fats, and proteins you need to fuel your body. Now, I get a lot of people come up to me at work, or a lot of clients tell me that they're afraid of carbs, they're afraid of fats, they can't get enough protein, and that's okay. It's okay to be afraid, but you don't have anything to be afraid of. Yes, an overabundance of each of these macros may not be a good thing. You can get different things that go into your bloodstream. You can get an overabundance of protein, will indicate a lot of things in your urine. Carbohydrates will have an effect with glucose levels. There are just plenty of things that you should be cautious about. But if you calculate these correctly and you're eating the right number and you're learning your body, there's nothing to be afraid of. Everything in moderation, and just try not to overdo it. So I'm going to go over a few things about how to calculate your macros. So in order to find your calories you need to eat in a day, there's something called a basal metabolic rate. So a basal metabolic rate is the amount of calories burned while doing absolutely nothing for 24 hours. So there's a little formula that I'm going to show you. I wrote it out really nice for you guys. So just take a look at this paper. There are two different formulas, the men and the women, but the only thing that's different is the end. So for females, what you're going to do is you're going to multiply 10 times your weight in kilograms plus 6.25 times your height in centimeters minus 5 times your age minus 161. So that's your female basal metabolic rate. Your male metabolic rate is 10 times your weight in kilograms plus 6.25 times height in centimeters minus 5 times age plus 5. So the only difference is the endings here. So in order to calculate that, you're just going to multiply everything together. So make sure that your weight is in kilograms and your height is in centimeters, and you will get your basal metabolic rate. So in order to keep going further, you need to assess yourself a little bit. So there's a few different activity levels that you're eventually going to multiply by your basal metabolic rate. So down here, you have your different activity levels. So say you are a sedentary worker, you sit all day, you barely do anything, you're going to multiply your basal metabolic rate by 1.2. If you work out about 3 to 5 times a week, you're lightly active, you're going to multiply that by 1.375. If you work out about 5 days a week, you're pretty active, you go a lot, 1.55. If you go about 6 to 7 days a week, you multiply it by 1.725. And if you are a professional athlete, if you're always working out, you're going to multiply that by 1.90. So again, I'm going to show you guys that. So BMR times activity level, and that's going to be your daily calories. So moving forward, I'm going to tell you guys my stats and how I'm going to manipulate my body in order to lose weight, but lose it effectively and smart. So my stats would be 10 times 72.57, so I'm 160 pounds, plus 6.25 times 170.18, I am 5'7", minus 5 times 23 minus 161, which is going to give you a grand total of 1513 as your BMR. So that is your surviving calories. Now, I weigh 160 pounds, yes, I'm 5'7". I'm not ashamed of my weight. I'm actually very pleased. I could be a little bit leaner, and that's what I'm working towards. So I've had like a little bulk season. I've gained a lot of muscle, so now it's time to shred it down. So what I'm going to do is, my goal weight is 140 pounds. So we're going to manipulate it that way. So I want to lose 1 pound per week. So 1 pound of fat is going to equal 3,500 calories. So in order to lose 1 pound of fat per week, you're going to divide 3,500 divided by 7, and you're going to get 500 calories. If you want to lose a half pound, it's 250. So I'm going to take my BMR times my activity level, which is 1.55, and I get 2,345. So then I want to lose about 1 pound per week, and my goal weight is 140. So I'm going to subtract 2,345 minus 500, and these are going to be my calories that I have to work with, 1,845 calories. So recapping, you're going to take your BMR, multiply it by your activity level. You're going to assess yourself. If you want to lose 1 pound per week, it is 500 calories out of your caloric intake. If you want to lose half pound, it's 250. You just manipulate in that way. So start out with that, and then you can work from there. So now we're going to get into the protein. Just try to get it in because it's very important for your muscle growth. So for me, I want to eat my weight in protein. So I'm going to multiply 1 pound times my goal weight of 140 pounds, and that is going to equal 140 grams. So then you're going to take your fats, which is 0.4 of your body weight, times your goal weight, 0.4 pounds, sorry, times your goal weight, which is 140 pounds for me. So that is 56 grams of fat. So 1 for protein is going to equal 4 calories. For fat, it is 9 calories. So what you want to do is multiply your goal weight, so that's 140, times 4 calories, which is going to equal 560 calories. So you're getting 560 calories of your full day in protein. Then you want to take your fat in grams, so that's 56 times 9 calories, and you're going to get 504, if you guys want to see what I'm doing here. So you're eating 504 calories of fat per total of your calories per day. So the remaining is going to get you your carbs. So 504 plus 560 is 1,064, and I'm going to subtract that by 45 calories. That's going to give me 781 calories remaining. So a carbohydrate is 4 calories. So you're going to take 781 and divide it by 4, and you get 195.25 calories. So that's in grams of carbohydrates. So my macros are 140 protein, 56 fat, and 195.25 grams of carbs. I know I rambled. I know I talked really fast. But again, you can go back. You can pause it. Again, I'm going to show these pictures that I drew all nicely for you guys. You can take a screenshot and calculate your own macros and see what you get. And then as time goes on, as you start to lose weight, as you start to have more goals for yourself, say you're trying to bulk, so you want to gain 1 pound per week, you're going to add 500 or add 250 calories to your daily caloric intake. So it's just the opposite. If you're trying to lose weight, you subtract. If you're trying to gain weight, you're going to add. But yeah, manipulate it in your own way. It's a process and it's fun. So just do the math, and if you have any questions, again, leave them down below. And I'm going to go into my full afternoon of eating for you guys. I hope you understand everything that I went over, and I will see you guys in the next clip. Bye.
Welcome to Lizzie's kitchen. So I am starting out my meal. I'm gonna make some chicken. Around here we have a place called Freshfield Farms, and we got some chicken tenders, all natural. I don't really know what I'm gonna do with these, but I'm gonna season them and I'm gonna bake them and see what happens, because I'm hungry and gotta eat that chicken dough. Okay, so I have here about 5 tenders. I'm gonna put some taco seasoning, fajita seasoning, and some salsa verde. And I'm gonna make like a Mexican thing. Probably gonna put some rice. But yeah,
I really like to make my food in bulk, especially if I'm training. I work a lot of hours, so I like to eat on the go. Sometimes I'll eat this cold, but majority of the time I'll bring it before when it's nice and warm, and I'll eat it during like my 10-minute break between clients. But yeah, so to make this, it's gonna take about 40 minutes, and I'll show you what I'm gonna put with it. Really excited. So that is what it looks like. I put a little sauce on there so it doesn't stick to the pan because I ran out of olive oil. So here we go. Can't wait. I'm also pairing my chicken with some rice. I made 2 cups of rice because I was just gonna use the rest of the bag. And yeah, so that's gonna be about 6 cups of rice. That's okay. I love rice. I love pairing rice with anything. And I made my macros accordingly so I can have enough carbohydrates. And I guess I'm just gonna use these as my carbs for the rest of the week. So I'll stay tuned to see the final product. For a snack, before I wait for my food, I'm gonna have some watermelon. I think I have about a cup or so. I really like watermelon, especially this time of year. I don't know, this watermelon tastes really good. And it's also considered a negative calorie, so you're burning more calories while you eat it. Ha ha. Okay, so let me talk to you pretty barefaced at the moment that this full day of eating, cooking doesn't have to be hard. Cooking could be fun. It could be creative. I really, really enjoy Mexican food, so I probably make that a majority of the time. But it doesn't have to be hard. Just stick some rice on the stove, some chicken in the oven. Fruit is really accessible, like watermelon, apples, bananas, peaches. There's a lot that you can do. And I have clients come up to me all the time saying, food is so hard to make, I don't know how to measure it, blah, blah, blah. It's not hard. You just portion out your food and just make it relatively healthy. It's not rocket science. It's really easy, and I'm here to make this channel as easy as possible. So I just put rice on the stove, some chicken in the oven with some salsa, and that was my flavoring. But I put a little extra, put some taco seasoning. But yeah, majority of the time, Mexican is where I'm gonna go. So if you have a food that you really like if you say you like Italian, put some Italian seasoning on the chicken and have it with some spaghetti squash or some sauce, or you can have it with some whole grain pasta. It's not hard. And that's what I want to instill in you guys, that cooking can be fun. It can be a process. You can play some music. You can just have a whole day or a couple hours dedicated to fueling your body right, along with working out. You will be golden. So take this day, a full day of eating. I mean, it's not the best quality of filming, but it's really what I eat, and it's how I maintain just good health and a relatively good physique. Like, I'm not looking to have like shredded abs or anything, but it's good for me, and it's what helps me get through the day. So stay tuned. I'm gonna show you some more of what I'm eating. I might not show you later because I think I'm just gonna eat the chicken and rice, but stay tuned. Other than my giant mess, I have 1 cup of chicken, 3/4 cups of rice, some cheese, like a tablespoon of cheese. I have some capers because I really like capers, and I know that's weird. I'm gonna have some Cholula. I'm gonna have the same thing. I'm gonna bring that to work. And I still got my watermelon. So yeah, this is basically what I'm gonna eat for the rest of the night. Pretty basic, as you can see. I love Mexican. Yeah, so I made myself a little Mexican dish. Normally I would put refried beans in there, but I'm trying to watch my carbs, so I can't put refried beans in there. I might later though, because I really like refried beans. But I normally get the black beans, and I get the fat-free because I only have a limited amount of fats, and I don't want to waste them on the beans. I know. Carbs and macros and stuff. But yeah, so this is what I'm eating today. I'll probably have a little snack here and there. I have my BCAA still in my water. Yeah, so this is going to conclude my full afternoon of eating, because I'm going to eat the same thing later. I hope you guys enjoyed. I know it's pretty rambly, but yeah, I hope you got an idea for your next meal, because it's so delicious. All right, I'm going to get to eating, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.